4-litre Easy Coat interior paint, $91.58. Sally's 1-litre professional sugar soap, $5.61.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stock item, will beat it by 15%.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Tēnei te ara kia rangi nui, tēnei te ara kia papatu anuku. Tēnei te ara kia rangi nui rawa ko papatu anuku. Kia mau kia ita, kia kore ai ngaro, kia pupuri, kia whakamaua, kia tīna. Tēnā koutou katoa hoki mai anō ki tēnei whakapāhotanga. Ko nā tīma e rua, e haere ake nei ko Nelson rawa, ko Waikato, ko Harley Wall, Māua ko Maya Williams, o koutou kai whakapāho o te ahiahi nei. Mihi atu nei kia koutou katoa. Kia ora Maya, welcome back. We're back on deck here for this afternoon's game in the under-21 mix between Nelson and Waikato. We've had some awesome games so far. Mixed, of course, a format that you're very familiar with. What can we expect to see today?
Oh, I needed that break, Harley. I tell you what, after that women's open game, Waikato Otago, I'm still trying to comprehend what happened in there. That was just an outstanding performance. But yes, this is our fourth of the live stream games here on day one of the 2024 Bunnings National Championship down in the mighty Rotorua at the stadium venue. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. And Nelson, when I think Nelson, I think mixed touch. And that's just because they've given the Thames Valley a few hidings in the past few years, unfortunately, but they're just so clinical in their yards, their defence, and on attack, they're running 1,000 miles an hour. So really looking forward to see how this Nelson under-21 team is going. Again, though, Waikato, they're good in every grade, and it'll be interesting to see. Just looking through the names, there's some that obviously that stand out. Any person with the surname Te Whare, you know they're going to be on with the genes that they have. So be interested to see what coach John Te Rangi has done with this group. I'm not confident enough to put my sack of Kinners on a team just yet, but you said Nelson were going to win before we came onto the broadcast, so that obviously means that I need to go for Waikato. And then we see all the experience from the whānau. We have Jen Te Whare and Mauri Te Whare as part of the team, managers, assistant coach, along with John Te Rangi. So when you've got that much experience in a team, Harley, I'm sure the team is well drilled and ready to roll.
Yeah, equally we have a look Te Rārangi Ingoa o Te Kemu o Whakatū o Nelson. There's a few players who have played representative grade level for New Zealand as well. John Te Pickworth is one player to keep an eye on, number 3 for Nelson, and Destiny Sproul, number 16 as well. We've spoken already about Waikato. Nelson coming into this game having already picked up a good win this morning. Unfortunately, Waikato going down. We spoke earlier about Thames Valley. So Nelson, Thames Valley, some of the teams to look out for on the 21 Wicks. We might see Thames Valley tomorrow. For now, though, their neighbours, Waikato, their opportunity to put best foot forward.
Look, if you don't see the Valley tomorrow, you'll see them on Sunday in the final, in the under-21 final, and hopefully taking that gold medal. It's been great news. Bumped into a couple of the team members. Coach Troy Hiruini doing a great job there with them. 2 victories so far, and it was a big match, actually, their previous one against North Harbour. Anyway, they ain't playing. Waikato and Nelson are. Looking forward to a stunner to kick us off for our afternoon session of our live stream matches. If you didn't hear it, Harley going with Nelson.
It's going to be a running thing, I think. I'll stick my bet, I meant to say, to the side of the South Island team this afternoon, just like I did this morning. Whether it pays off this afternoon, we'll see.
Cameron McDonald-Pedersen in the middle to start us off for this match. One of the top referees in the country. And here we have it, tap off in the fourth of our live stream games. Day one Open National Championships for 2024. Bit of a more sedate start here in this game. Last two games we come down, boom, boom, touchdown first set that there was.
Yeah, warming into this one, we see some space in the middle, and it looks like a try for Case Williams from Waikato.
Really good work there from Waikato, just setting things up that you see them doing here, not going too fast, but then bang, an injection of pace, an injection of agility, and great start there, Waikato, 1-0.
We almost spoke too soon about it being a sedate start, considering the last two games, try on the first set, and again this afternoon. Nelson now working hard through the middle of the field. Oh! And it looks like they've struck back very, very quickly with another try. Let's see what we can see on this Bunnings Warehouse replay.
Good honesty from the Waikato defender, the number 14. Initially believes he's going to get the touch. Great dive under, and then he says, that honesty, no ref, I didn't. Again, just really want to highlight that. It's great to be part of a sport where the integrity of the game is at the forefront of everyone's mind. 1-1.
Ai, tika tonu. We absolutely cherish that part about our sport. It's awesome to see as well how well the players are running towards the ball when they're off the ball. I guess a sign of good coaching, but also equally for the attacking players and setting up the plays so well.
Again, just the Waikato way, just easing off on the pace, and then when they need to, really injecting that. Good positioning there from the ref. 6 touch. Well done, Nelson. Good set of D after scoring a touchdown down the other end. Straight back into the transition work.
And some of these players, many in fact, also featured at the National Youth Tournament earlier on this year. So an opportunity for them to continue their learning experience and also potentially feature strongly in this 21 mixed grade. Of course, Nelson doing really well at the Youth Nationals. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, mixed is certainly a focus for some of these smaller provinces like a Nelson, like a Thames Valley, like a Marlborough.
Nice pick here from the 12 from Waikato. Case Williams. We see him again with the ball, faked out, went back, little trick follow play. Unfortunately, ball didn't go to hand. Good. Two very different styles of play so far. We've only been going just on 2.5 minutes, Harley, but Waikato really liking their work around the middle. Nelson, though, speed, very direct.
A little unforced error there, just running over the sideline. It looks to me like the middle of the field, we mentioned kind of sedate, a little bit of a slow start to the game. It especially seems to be like that in the middle of the field, that orange zone. Whoever can maximise and win that space, I think we might see win this game today. So far only one each, but plenty of time to play.
It's working back towards the middle. Waikato, this is what they've been doing so far. Nice touch there from the Nelson player. We look to see a wraparound play. Oh, I wonder what he touched there. It's not illegal to touch the ball. It's just with regards to the force that you touch it with. Fresh set though, Waikato. Cookie play in the middle. Steps off his left. Easily done. No sweat. Made the touch. Did the Nelson player.
Yeah, I was confused there whether or not the referee was going to give the try or not. Found some space on the outside of the middle there. Let's see if they can try and capitalise again. Both middles high, stepping back inside to team up. And a recount is given again by the referee.
Yeah, Caleb Burrell there. Looking for the inside pass. Good defence on the Nelson player. Another set. Burrell goes left, gets on the outside of the link, does the 7. Great. Oh, what do we have? Surely the winger made a touch there. I thought that was an excellent saving touch by the number 7.
Yeah, both players coming in to close that gap on number 7 from Waikato, Ezekiel Mauri, but at the same time it looks like it might have cost them. Potentially 2 players injured in that sequence there. Yeah, coming off grimacing, looking like she's limping a little bit with the ankle. Hopefully they're able to return to the game, but both are looking like they're in a bit of pain as the medics come to support.
You don't normally see that, and actually I think I got my numbers wrong. It might be 15 we see there, unfortunately, on the ground, but great cover defence. 2 of the female players down. Most mixed teams max have 6, but normally only carry 5 for a game.
Yeah, looking into the sub-box at the moment, you can't see any female players in the box. So
this is going to be a huge challenge now for Nelson. They are literally down to 3 girls only. And obviously you need 3 on the field at all times. So massive effort with 10 minutes to go in this first half and a whole second half to go. Really, really hope for Nelson's sake, though, that those 2 young ladies can recover from this.
And just a little miscount there, Nelson getting confused. Not able to maximise on that last fifth touch option. And getting that little extra pass has been really helpful for a lot of Waikato teams so far in this weekend's tournament. Perhaps a feature of their game as a bit of a province thing. Getting those extra metres up the field. We can see Asa Tawhare now making some extra metres.
Nice work, Nelson. I don't know, you instantly, I think, start finding yourself starting to really get behind the Nelson team now that they're under such adversity. Although it looks like one of the players at least, the number 13 for Nelson, is up and ready to get back into the game, which is great to see. This is where we'll see that fitness that Nelson teams are so... Whoa, got away with in the ruck there, did the Waikato?
Yeah, I think on my side that Nelson had lost balance in the play, so perhaps the referee a little bit in 2 minds, just like we were about who had the right there. And 6 touches called. Waikato now with their opportunity to return back up the field. Again, no one really stamping their mark in the middle of this field here.
Yep, we had a hot start, 1-1. First 2 sets, 2 touchdowns. Then we've just seen some unfortunate injuries. Now both teams in the grind. Waikato, though, there's a really good set there. Off his left, gets through. Oh, lovely little tip on. Just casual tip on there from the Waikato link.
Let's have another look at this. The Bunnings Warehouse replay. A great little break through the middle of the field. The ball, she knew there were players around her. That was Venetia. Morgan Te Uira taps it back on into her inside player. Waikato score a very memorable try. We might see that one on the highlights later.
Just so casual too. Just cruises back. Done it before. Nothing to see here. Great work there from the Waikato link. Nelson now working through their starter. They get outside. Yeah, excellent work. Very similar down to the other end. Just too much space.
Nelson seem to be a team that, you know, when they get an opportunity to work towards their set piece, as they kind of call it in other sports, it comes off really, really strongly. Given that they're down a few players in their sub-box, let's see if they can still make the adjustments that they need to stay in the hunt for this game. 2 each, 6.5 or so minutes remaining in the first half.
Just seen that pass going a little bit behind Caleb Burrell there. Sort of took the impetus away from what they had going, Waikato. Nice lift here from Nelson, getting Waikato way away from their scoreline. See here, Caleb again. Oh, excellent work. And there we see the number 13, Tessa Honey. What an effort from her. Part of that big collision. You can see her hobbling around. Getting back out doing the mahi there, Harley, for her Nelson team.
Yeah, inspiring, some would say as well, especially when they've got limited resources and reserves. We can see in the very far background, of course you won't be able to see it on the broadcast, that one of the players has gone back to the medic centre. Good awareness there from the Nelson attacking player to play through the advantage of the offside defender. Looks like one more touch in hand. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Pickworth.
Oh, beautiful work there from Jonty Pickworth. Just easily slides through the middle of the defence. We just see him here pick it up, shapes to go left, comes back right. 13 doesn't hang with him from Waikato. An early release out to the winger with acres of space. Great touchdown there by Samantha Crawford. 3-2. Great work, Nelson, under some adversity.
Yeah, excellent work. Finding the right plays at the right time, and you can see that most of the teams come back straight away on defence as well. So they're not just attacking specialists. They've got to do the mahi on the other end of the field as well, as we see number 10 now, Zion Kapua, Mautana Poro.
Oh, lovely little lob pass. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Nelson, though, good work. Key set. Always after touchdown. Oh, that was solid. I reckon Nelson probably going to start finding they're going to get a few penalties here as we see Waikato just not probably putting in the work that they need to get back on side. A few little hard touches in the ruck that they're probably getting led away with.
Can see their shoulders turning as they're sort of heading back to the referee, starting to get a little bit of casual attitude in there a little bit. You don't want to take the breaks off with Nelson as the attacking team. Although that one didn't quite finish as Nelson might have wanted, they still are at the right end of the field.
Just a bit indecisive there, the Nelson player. I think if he did go that way, they had numbers 3-on-2. Good flowing game though, Harley. These teams been given the space to play.
Yeah, that's right, and very few penalties so far in the game, which is what we want to see as our rangatahi.
Oh, great work.
Showing what they've got in their skill set. Penalty awarded just for a
Destiny Sproul, Samantha Crawford, excellent work. We talked in that mixed game before we went to break around the disconnection in the defence, but those girls, you'd swear there was a rope tied around them. They're just absolutely where they need to be. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Interesting call there from the referee. I think even right in front of the Nelson sub box, they certainly thought that the penalty was coming their way. Engaria Wareake.
Yep.
Ka hoa atu ke te poro ki te taho Waikato.
If you see the defender laying an egg in the ruck, you normally
yeah,
tend to
that's a
think.
giveaway.
Unlucky Nelson though, they're dealing with a lot more adversity than that so far and come away from it well, so they'll no doubt slot back into their rhythm.
Long ball goes out to the left-hand side.
Smart play there from the Waikato middle. They've obviously gone short a couple of times, and the Nelson defence has snuffed things out. But he sees here, you see him look up, sees the defence comes in, goes long, beautiful pass, holding the space out on the wing. We see the number 2 there for Waikato. Dots down, takes the game to 3-all, all tied up, 2 minutes to go.
Really exciting to see the female players involved heavily in this game as well. It's not just the male middles doing all the work of 33s and 32s. There's certainly a lot of mahi being done, particularly on defence from our female players as Jonty Pickworth gets back up off the ground. Limping a little bit.
Nelson going back to that right-hand side. That's where they're doing a lot of their attack. Well, that's a ball. I have not seen a long ball passed like that in a long time. Great pass. Just a face ball across the Waikato defence we see here. Simply just 33 Peel gets across. Face ball out to the winger. Again, holding his space perfectly well. Gets the ball down. 4-3, back on top by 1, Nelson.
Some real quality tries being produced here from Nelson. And Waikato will want to respond here. Engari kaore e roa ki te hawhe timer. There's not much left in this first half. Ball in hand on the 7 metres and a couple of touches in hand. What can Waikato produce?
Couple up their sleeve. I thought there was going to be a rolling penalty there, but no, being called out. Good listening there from the 3 from Nelson. Now they're set. Good work. Yeah, just talking earlier, Harley, when Nelson were down on the attacking scoreline, they've been going to the right-hand side, which actually isn't their mismatch side. That's where they have their girl link situated. They've had a few touchdowns there. Last thing coach would have wanted. 40 seconds to go. He would have just wanted that ball down the other end. That would have shut out the first half. Nelson would have went 4-3 up. Be interesting now. With some Parker, you don't get too many better coaches than that.
Te Whare now, having a look to see whether there's enough space for a quickie dive. Looks to reshape and reset.
Strong touch there from the Nelson middle. Yeah, really good touch there from the Nelson middle. Caught the Waikato attacker unawares, I think, there. 4-3 now, though. Critical. 2 touches left in the game. Nelson just take... Oh, you are kidding me that I have just called that. Oh, this would be horrible for Nelson if they scored on this touch. We see there 4-3. Nelson over Waikato. Fair reflection of the dominance. Slight dominance by Nelson in that first half. Join us back for the second half just after this break.
At Bunnings, a little can go a long way with our lowest prices. Dulux paint $116.94, Monarch roller kit $25.77. Will you find a competitor's lower price on the same stock item, we'll beat it by 15%. Bunnings Warehouse. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Kia ora touch whānau, welcome to Quick Hit, your short, sharp and touch-relevant warm-up, with the aim of warming up and moving those important body parts before kicking into activity. The Quick Hit warm-up requires minimal space, minimal time, and allows for innovation.
Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Koutou e mātakitaki mai nā, koutou e whakarongo mai nā ki tēnei whakapāhotanga. Atu I te Rotorua nui a kahumata momoi. This is the 2024 Bunnings National Touch Championship. We're recording live here from Rotorua Stadium. This is the under-21 mixed grade. We've been treated so far to a good game between Nelson and Waikato. It's a close one. It's only 4-3. Lots to play for, lots of action in the first half. We've had players going down, some players needing some medical attention. We've also had a handful of some excellent tries. One that springs to mind immediately is that absolute pearler from Waikato. We might actually get a chance to have a look at it now. Here's a couple, very first try of the game. And not very long after, Nelson strike back through Jonty Pickworth. Off that 33 peel there. But this is the one. Tap back inside there. And a great dive, all in one motion there. Of course, Nelson taking that quick half-time lead, 4-3. Just off the back of some really good execution, especially inside their 7. Their last try in particular. Just being able to find their wingers, both on the left and the right-hand side this one. Straight flat ball out to the right, left wing, sorry. And we get back underway very shortly. Mai, your thoughts?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns Nelson scored on the right-hand side, which is actually where the Waikato male link defends. So quite surprising that they went that way, but it has been working. 4-3, they definitely deserve the lead they have. I have no doubt they're wanting to be score here. Being down by 1, you're definitely in it. Being down by 2, this early in the second half. Could just take away a bit of the motivation from the Waikato team. As you see here, Nelson. 33 platform, throws long, beautiful pass. If it's not forward, which it is, it would have been a touchdown.
Great execution. Unfortunately, the ball just gone slightly forward from the hands there. A little confusion as to where the restart of players, but of course, if there is a forward pass, it is where the passer had passed the ball from, so we move a little bit further infield to get the game back underway. Waikato, a little error there on the roll ball.
There's also now, after the new addition rules come in, where a penalty is brought 10 metres forward. Can you explain to our viewers when a penalty is brought 10 metres forward, Ho?
Yeah, sure. We might get an opportunity as the game progresses, but in particular, when there is a ruck infringement, or in the ruck as it's commonly known in the community, anytime that happens out there on the field, that's when the ball gets advanced forward 10 metres for a penalty.
Wrap-around play from Nelson. I thought he was going to step back off his right and go left. Good D from Waikato. I had it put to me that any penalty infringement that happens post the touch being made is a penalty that is brought 10 metres forward. Anything at or pre-touch, such as touch and pass, forward pass. Yeah,
I would agree with that. Yeah, it's probably an easier way to define it as well. But in particular, one thing, heavy touches, that's on the mark. Ruck infringement, which is anything in and around the ruck area. And great yards being made there by Caleb Burrell.
John Terangi said at halftime to his team, we're in the grind now. We go out, we defend that first set, we go down and score, we're a draw, and then we game back on. So step one of that plan has been done, and now we see the Waikato team coming down to do step two. We see a big right to left, clear heap of space, pass drifted forward. It's very specific words there from Coach Terangi.
And the team certainly liked it. A big cheer from the sub-box, unfortunately, couldn't quite go to hand to their left-hand wing, but exciting to see some enterprising play, especially off the sweep and then throwing back to that left side. Time to defend now, though, and time for Nelson to move the ball forward. Recount coming.
We now see both of the Nelson players that we've seen go off early in that first half in the sub-box. Both wrapped up, pretty banged up. Great to see them back now, and the Nelson team back to their full complement of female players. Excellent work there by that team just through that period of time, Harley, when you're down to literally no girl subs. Oh, great work there from the Waikato link. That was game, set and match in terms of that touchdown. But not only can she tap the ball back in the number 4 from Waikato, but Morgan Tuira, great decision on defence, saved a certain touchdown.
And we spoke earlier in the half about that penalty. Where there's an infringement in the ruck from the defending team, it does get brought for 10 metres, as we've just seen there. And Waikato now, plenty of touches in hand as they progress forward into this green zone. Little 33 player, little throw over the top, and it might have paid off from Waikato. Referee's just checking. It looks like it might be coming back for a forward pass. So unfortunate ending there, but a great enterprising play from Waikato on that set.
Really good. As we just see the manager, Jen Te Whare, talking about how much she agreed with that referee's decision.
And the referees have picked up another error on the Nelson side. At halfway, Waikato tap and get back underway.
The Waikato team really loving the 33 platform, just having someone come straight down Main Street, reading what the defender's giving them. We see key player in this game so far, Tuira, the number 4 from Waikato. Bit of a slower setup here for Waikato. Expect them to drive hard. Backdoor player. Fake's going right. We'll look long. Is it on this time? Oh, catch and pass. What can't she do?
She's also a pretty good referee as well in her time. Nelson now. They've got some really tall players. Oh, they've got some really tall players. Perhaps that's why that ball went too high and couldn't get caught there by their fellow player. Unforced error. Waikato now again looking to try and even up the scoreboard.
Stay alive, Song. Stay alive. Stay alive.
4-3. I backed them to do it here.
Try to get cute with it. Testing the referee to see whether or not that player was offside.
Good D, Nelson. Hopefully they go back to that. Show Nelson the same picture with that backdoor play and then actually go to a different option, but no, they go to 32. Looks like gets inside. Big pass, right to left. Referee says all clear. And there we see part 2 of the plan. It's the simple setup from Waikato. 32 pick, gets up. Big, massive, right to left. And the Waikato winger catches it well and truly inside the touchdown zone. But the ball obviously drifted forward, Harley.
Yeah, that's right. And the referees actually did confer with each other. The one closest to the ball did give the sign off. As we see Nelson, just a little shift play here towards the right-hand side. Parker now with the ball back to set up the Nelson defence. It looks like another sweep play this time to the left. Quick hands looking. And I think he's got the job done.
How did he catch that? That was way out in front of him. Great hands there from the number 9. Yokoyama for Nelson. See it come around into dummy half, gives it off and then reaches out. Had no right to catch that. Great job. Hit back up by 1. Nelson 5. Waikato 4.
Still, of course, plenty of time remaining in this game. And it's been an entertaining second half so far, especially just the way you get to see these teams sort of feel each other out and test each other in different parts of the field. Waikato going towards that same platform to start with on the right-hand side.
Surprises me that both of these teams are attacking the male link side of the defence. Not sure if it's just a strong passing side. Good hands there from Rota Moeke. We've seen her dad playing in that incredible final where Waikato got on top at the Masters Nationals. Good. The 7 metres looks like it's just starting to shrink a little bit here in the last quarter of this game. Harley?
Yeah, and important for the referees to try and maintain that 7 metres and maintain, therefore, the match flow. Where the 7 metres may not be 7 metres, the game can feel a little bit squeezed. The attack may not have all the opportunities that they deserve as we get back underway. Waikato this time, again, just like in that last set, just a little bit casual, perhaps missing a little bit of intensity that the game might benefit from.
There's been a change-up in the Waikato team in terms of their pods. It looks like they've put a lot of their attackers together, which obviously means the other pod a little bit less talented in that area.
As important as it is for them to try and even the scoreboard, of course, focus one goes back to trying to make sure Nelson don't score, but giving away big meters like that doesn't help the cause. They're in a really good position here to strike. Let's see what they can do. This is Griffith, hops over top, but they're just caught. Unfortunately, couldn't put the ball over the try line in time.
Great defense from the Waikato link. Didn't get a number, but here she is here. Penalty though, offside. It's good, just need to reassert that space for both these teams. Just seen things starting to squash up there, Harley, so it's good to see. Just a reminder to the players as we creep into the last 5 minutes. Nelson up, 5-4. Waikato though on attack. Great yards there from the number 9. Now they're in a great spot to attack. Just looking to get both of these middles up, stretching them out wide. Backdoor play, steps off his left. Sort of a passive, gets on the outside, doesn't take the dummy. I bet you he wishes he had that back again. Great defence. Those two young ladies done a sensational job this game. Part of that collision.
Certainly stepping up to the mark this afternoon, second half. Very tight game between the two teams we have here.
Talk about moments. That's a huge moment there for Waikato. That was almost a dead set try had it just been a simple draw and pass. So be interesting to see if that comes back to bite them at the end of this game. 4.5 minutes to go though.
Nelson now setting up for the final attack of the set as Yokoyama manages to avert the first touch, not quite the second. And Waikato now e haere whakamua ana ki te whira. Some good yards, some really good yards this set. What can it lead to for Waikato? Last touch now. Some space in the middle, but not quite enough to get away from the defense there, number 5. Luke Shirley from Nelson, and he is on deck now just to restart us and get the ball back underway for this set.
Good work here from Nelson, just getting down the outside. Oh, he stood out. The referee hasn't seen him. Yeah, he has now. Crucial turnover.
Yes, happened in the first half too, so you want to avoid those easy ones.
Waikato fresh set in the attacking half. Had 3 opportunities and been repelled all 3 times by this Nelson defence. Back out, huge left to right. Not huge enough. I've actually just seen both the girl defenders out there. And actually there hasn't been the male link side, so Waikato have been attacking down that. Oh, 2 in a row. Crucial mistakes. Waikato on the front foot. They've got numbers here, just simple draw and pass. Would have got the job done. Great hustle from Nelson though.
Excellent cover there from Nelson. But with touches in hand, and again on their favoured side to start from, which is the right. Close call, but it looks like touch is the call.
Just amazes me how they get from the standing position down to the ground and ball out in front. Just amazing. Coming into the, well, we've just crept into the last 2 minutes of the 4th of our live stream games. Big right left again. I wouldn't be surprised if that one's forward. Great catch, but unfortunately, pass was definitely forward that time.
He certainly had the time to throw the ball. Unfortunately, it just drifted forward as he was trying to connect with the left side winger. Strong, hard touch. Then I think it's done its job. He's just caught the Nelson player playing off the mark, I think was the final call there from the referee. So
maybe you were just seeing the impacts of when they were down to 3 female players only for Nelson. Just took a little bit of gas out of the legs, and that's really starting to hurt them now. 4 errors in a row. I don't think Waikato will need to rush anything. They have Nelson under pressure, down by 1 last minute. What a great game coming up we have next, Harley, in the Open Men's Grade. Auckland, Waikato.
Certainly one to watch out for, but just a minute left, and Waikato have sealed the game up 5 each. Miki te anō I tēnei try. E whakamahia nei e rātou. Excellent manipulation of the defence to find the left side winger.
Always a nervous set this when you're a coach. Your team's just tied it up, but there's enough time for a full set to the opposition team. They get to start off from halfway. This will likely be the last set of the game, and Nelson have an opportunity in the dying seconds of the game to take this one away from Waikato. So they go short side. Oh, again. Just probably wanting to have that back again. Good hustle there. They won't get a chance as it gets inside. In goal, looking for opportunity. Touch was made. What a buzzer beater. It's really hard to get buzzer beaters in touch, but that would have been one there. Great game. Excellent second half from Waikato. Well done both teams. End result, 5-all, Nelson, Waikato.